Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're taking a look at a bit of a secret in Modern Warfare Zombies. Not too many people I've seen make videos about this and even talk about it, and I didn't even notice it until I was on the camo grind myself and using some of these guns. And as you can see, the gun we're taking a look at today is going to be the longbow sniper rifle, and there's a little secret to this gun when you do actually end up pack-a-punching it, which obviously we'll get to in just a moment. But I got really good feedback on the last video I did like this, where I was actually using a different variant of a gun in Zombies and was just messing around, you know, trying to get it to max rank, max pack-a-punch, all that sort of stuff, and you guys seem to actually really enjoy it and leave a lot of positive feedback. So I thought we'd come back and try another video and see how this one gets on, this time using the longbow sniper. So I do appreciate everyone that did show love on that recent video and did also offer me some tips and tricks on the fastest way to like level my guns up and stuff like that as well. I do really appreciate it, and as in fashion of that last video, I actually crashed before my last game on, so I do now have to go through and get a new plate chest and all of that sort of stuff so I can actually have some armor, get some perks, get a bigger backpack, all of that good stuff. Obviously, our biggest challenge here is taking this to maximum legendary rarity and max pack-a-punch in this thing, and just seeing how good it is against some of the bigger bosses in tier 3 zone, and even try and take down my first mega abomination, because as you saw in the last video, I didn't quite manage it with the last gun we used. So let's see if we can do it with the longbow sniper and take down our very first mega abomination. But as you can see with this gun in the tier 1 zone, because it is a sniper rifle, it is one-shotting all the zombies. It doesn't even have to be a clean headshot. It can be in the chest and sort of a little bit lower, and you are going to get one-shot kills with this gun, which is obviously what makes it very, very good. But I want to test it out against something like a bounty in the tier 1 contract without actually upgrading it, and then also try it out in the tier 2 zone before we do end up upgrading it, and just seeing how many shots it does take before we upgrade it, and then see how many shots it does take after we've upgraded it. But yeah, the first plan of action is to obviously go ahead and try and get ourselves some cash together to be able to start pack-a-punching the gun and get it up to that rarity that we want it. So as you can see, this time around I actually spawned in with a team, and the reason I've done that is simply because while I'm showing off the gun and doing different things with it, they're probably going to be completing contracts, getting me a little bit of extra cash. It's just going to help us upgrade the gun a little bit faster as well, which is a W, and honestly it's just made my life much, much easier. But yeah, once again, like I did say in my previous video, I'm not by any means the best zombies player in the world. I still struggle against some of the tier 3 zones. I'm not like the most super confident player in the world. So any tips and tricks are appreciated in the comments if you guys have got any for me on how I could actually play the game better, do a bit better, upgrade the guns faster, all that sort of stuff as well. So if you've got any of that information, please do let me know in the comments, because I will definitely take it on board and use it in my next video. But let's hope we can get a nice early pack-a-punch here, which we're not going to get when we get tombstone. So we'll crack a tombstone, not really the most important thing right now, but let's try and get some cash together and get this gun upgrade. The one thing I will say about this sniper as well that some of the other snipers really don't have is that fast ADS speed. Like, that's what makes this gun so fast. Obviously, as I did with the last video, I'll show you the class that I'm running on this sniper at the end so you guys can see it if you want to use the same class that I'm running. But like I mentioned, it's got great ADS speed. The rechambering speed is really fast. Oh, is that an uncommon tool? I will take that and I will stow that, because we can put that on once we do end up actually upgrading the gun as well. So that's a bit of a W. I don't mind that at all. But yeah, that's what I like about this sniper. And like I said, of course, the secret little thing that it does make it even better as well the further on that we do go. So I will show you all of that. But of course, if you want to see the class which is going to have the fast rechambering speed and the max damage, and then of course having that good ADS speed as well, I will show you guys towards the end of the video, so you guys can use this exact class if you do want to go ahead and do that. But let me head to a buy station and try and get this gun pack-a-punched. So there's an infested stronghold just in front of me, so let's try and get a mimic to pop out of this and just see how quickly we can take down a mimic without it pack-a-punched, without it upgraded by any rarity, and with the stock gun we're going to see how quickly we can take out a mimic. So I'm just going to run in here, run straight upstairs, try and find the mimic, and then we will be able to take him out of the game, and it should also give us enough cash to actually be able to go and pack-a-punch the gun pretty quickly as well. It's usually on the top floor, if I remember where the mimic spawns in this building, so I've had to fight him a fair few times recently because I've been going for that camo grind. If you guys have been going for the camo grind on zombies as well, let me know how you're getting on with it. If you guys nearly finished it. So there is the mimic that we were hoping for. Let's let him try and chase us down the stairs, which he should do now, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Get outside, and the reason for this is I just want to get that gas mask off and be able to actually see what I'm shooting at and give us a little bit more room. So there's 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. We've been grabbed. He can take us in. 4 shot, 5 shot. So it's going to 5 shot a mimic, which really isn't too bad off a stock gun. I don't think that's too bad at all. We do now also have enough cash to go and pack-a-punch, so I'm going to head straight into that tier 2 zone, and what we're going to do is see obviously how good it is against a tier 2 zombie, and then how good it is against tier 2 zombie once pack-a-punched. So here we go. We're now in the tier 2 zone. We should have some zombies start spawning in near us pretty soon, I would imagine. And then we can see just how good this thing is going to be against a tier 2 zombie without it being pack-a-punch. And then we can put it to the test as soon as we do manage to pack-a-punch it, which we're obviously right next to as well. So should make that nice and easy for us. Should be able to give us a nice little test for the gun pretty quick. Is there any zombies? So there is a hellhound, which was a tier 1 hellhound because it followed me all the way up here from miles away. but no zombies seem to be spawning in for me to actually be able to try and take out and test the gun. Any zombies want to spawn in. Okay, so we've got a couple tier 2 zombies spawning in. It's going to one-shot the armor off. It's going to be a 2-shot, 3-shot, 4-shot, 5-shot on the armored zombies, and maybe, what, a 3-shot? Even more than that on just a normal zombie, which is kind of crazy. I didn't expect it to be that not powerful, if that makes sense. I don't even know what the word is. That weak is that's the word I'm looking for. Weak was the word I was looking for there. But yeah, as you can see, it's not too crazy against the tier 2 zombies. So let's now pack-a-punch it and see what sort of damage it can do in the tier 2 zone once it is pack-a-punch, and then we'll obviously upgrade the rarity a little bit as well. So we can pack-a-punch it. As you can see, this is what it now does look like. The camo obviously all goes. It's the normal pack-a-punch camo, as you'd expect for pack-a-punch into tier 1. Now let's try and find some more zombies and see how quickly we can take these out as opposed to those last ones. Okay, so here we go. We've got a couple of zombies spawning in front of us. Let's see if I can hit my shots. Let's see how quickly it is going to take them out. This zombie is on crack how fast he's running at me. So even with it pack-a-punched in tier 2 zone, I know I'm not hitting headshots every single time, but... Okay, so if you hit headshots, it does seem to do quite a bit of damage. Let's see if we can one-shot headshot. If I can actually hit a shot. So it's a 1-shot headshot, 2-shot. I mean, it's like a 2 to 3 shot still in the tier 2 zone, which really isn't great at all. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a little bit better, but what you could now see, guys, is the little secret thing I was talking about with this longbow sniper. And if I do find a zombie real quick, just keep your eye on the ammo count as I'm actually shooting. As you can see, I've got 60 bullets in the mag. If I shoot one time, I have 58 bullets, so it actually shoots 2 bullets at once, meaning it's going to do twice as much damage with 1 shot. And like I said, the rechambering speed on this gun is very good, meaning you can basically use this as a marksman rifle or a battle rifle with how fast you can shoot this thing. And of course, it's still got the damage of a sniper as well. So it plays like a marksman rifle slash battle rifle, but it has the sniper damage, which is what makes this gun so fun to use, and honestly just so good in zombies, especially against the lower tier zombies. But like I said, our main objective here is to try and upgrade this as much as we possibly can, and then use it against some of the better zombies and just see how good it can take out some of the better zombies. And of course, put it to that final test of trying to kill my first ever Mega Abomination within zombies. So I'm going to see if I can grab this bounty before my teammates do actually get to another contract, and we can test it against the tier 1 bounty now that we have had it pack-a-punched. And I'm also going to stick on the common rarity upgrade as well, just to make the gun a little bit more powerful, you know, make it a little bit better as well. But as you can see, it's absolutely melting through the tier 1 zombies, which is exactly what we expected. I expected no less of this gun, but to be melting through these zombies in the tier 1 zone. So my teammates are actually at the bounty by the looks of it. I'm kind of hoping they don't go for it so I can fully test it against the mangler myself without these guys getting involved and doing too much damage to them. But it looks like my teammate is trying to make a move to the mangler, which he has done. I'm not too sure how much damage he's done to him. So 4, 5, 6 shots, 7. It's like a 7-shot kill, which really isn't too bad at all. We do actually get another uncommon tool, which really isn't that great or useful in this situation. But yeah, not too bad against the tier 1 bosses, which I did expect. I expected it kind of to melt with this rarity, and at pack-a-punch tier 2, I did kind of expect it to do a lot of damage in this zone. But I'm going to complete a few more contracts, upgrade the gun a bit more, and see if we can take it into a further zone and actually start melting those tier 2 zombies and above. But the other great thing about this build is also how good the hip fire is on it. Like, I can run around and just hip fire this gun. As long as I'm like fairly close to the zombies, I can quite easily hip fire these with no problem, he says, as he misses 2 shots. But yeah, overall, this build is very solid, and I think you guys will really enjoy it if you try it out for yourself. And like I said, once it pack-a-punches, you get that little secret 2-burst attachment, which makes it play so much faster, because it almost eliminates the time that you'd normally be waiting to actually rechamber the gun and bolt the bullet back in. So it makes it just much faster and much quicker to use, but it just keeps it so fun to use. And like I said, it's got that really good ADS speed. So there's 1 shot on the mangler, 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots, 6 shots, and of course 7 shots. And of course there I wasn't hitting headshots, I wasn't doing critical damage to the mangler, I'm simply just shooting him from a distance. And of course, if you guys want to change the attachments when I do show you the sniper class, like if you wanted to put a bigger optic on it and just run the standard optic, you guys can do that. I just like running the smaller optic in zombies just because I find it a little bit easier to use, especially when the zombies are up close and you're training the zombies. It just does make it a little bit easier, in my opinion, just to run around. As good as I am with the sniper in multiplayer, it just does make life a little bit easier, I'm not going to lie, especially when you're playing against zombies. Like, when they're this close to you and there's a lot of them, it does make it much easier to use the gun and obviously keep hitting the shots that you are trying to hit as well. I don't know why I on ADS between every single shot. I think that's just the multiplayer side of me that does that. You can obviously stay ADS and you can just shoot the zombies as soon as they spawn in. So very good. I love how this gun plays, and yeah, overall just very impressed with it so far. But whilst we're waiting to get this thing Pack-a-Punch, guys, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel, notifications turn on if you are enjoying the content that is on the channel. Like I said, I got a lot of good feedback on the last video I done like this, so I thought I'd try another one and just see if you guys give the same sort of response to it or not, because if you do, I'm enjoying making these videos, so if you're enjoying them, then please do let me know in the comments, because I'll be more than happy to carry on doing them and keep trying out different guns that you guys want to see me use, whether it's melee weapons, whether it's something like the Tonfa, the Riot Shield, or the launchers, or any of the SMGs, you know, or anything that you guys want to see me use, max Pack-a-Punch and put to the test against the Mega Abomination. Do let me know in the comments, and I will go ahead and make a video on it, guys, as soon as I possibly can for you, because I am really enjoying the zombie grind and really enjoying making these videos for you guys. So if you are enjoying them, like I said, please do leave some positive feedback in the comments for me, just so I get a better understanding on if it's worth my time doing, because I don't want to sit here and make the videos if you guys aren't interested in watching them or anything like that. So if you guys are enjoying them, let me know in the comments. Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. But let's get this thing to tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. Okay, so after completing a couple more contracts, we do now have enough money to go and tier 2 Pack-a-Punch this bad boy. So we're going to jump into the Pack-a-Punch machine. Well, we're not going to jump in it. We're going to put the gun into it. And here we go. Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. As you can see, got the cool camo in it. I love the tier 2 Pack-a-Punch camo. I think it looks so clean. I'm a really big fan of it. And now, let's put it to the test and see what it's like against the tier 2 zombies. Let's see if it's any better than the tier 1 was, because tier 1 Pack-a-Punch really didn't seem to make too much of a difference in the tier 2 zone. So hopefully now we can start one-shotting, maybe two-shotting at the very maximum these zombies in the tier 2 zone. We've got a little invested stronghold here. Okay, so it is going to drop them much faster now. Wow, yeah. A lot faster it's going to drop these zombies, which is literally what we wanted. I was hoping this was going to be the outcome that we got. So it's going to one-shot the normal zombies and two-shot the armored zombies, which really isn't a bad outcome at all, to be totally honest with you. Would love to start a little contract in the tier 2 zone and just see how we can get on and just see how long it's going to take to actually kill someone in the tier 2 zone. So I'm going to try and find a bounty contract, get that started, and see how we get on. So I'm going to grab this bounty real quick and just see what we are going to be fighting in the tier 2 zone. I'm kind of hoping it's not a disciple, if I'm totally honest. I don't really like fighting disciples in this game. There's just something about them. They just seem to really manage to get the better of me every single time. I don't know why, but they do. They just seem to get the better of me. And it's going to be a Mimic, which shouldn't be too bad to take out. We've already fought one Mimic today with a tier 1 gun in the tier 1 zone. So that should be a good test to see just how much better this is in the tier 2 Pack-a-Punch zone against the tier 2 Mimic. We'll see how we do get on. Like I said, this thing's just absolutely frying now in the tier 2 zone. We've got no worries about it at all. It's just like running around the tier 1 zone. Perfectly fine, no worries whatsoever using this gun now. So we're going to try and get it to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch. If I can't do it in this game, I'll just spawn in with a rare crystal and a legendary tool, and we'll just take it into the tier 3 zone straight away and try and take down our first ever Abomination, because as you guys will know, I still haven't managed it. I just cannot seem to take down a Mega Abomination. I don't know why. I just do it wrong every time. My strategy's wrong. You guys would give me tips in the last video, so I do really appreciate that. Let's see just how quickly. Okay, so it's not quite melting as fast as I was hoping it might. It's going to take us a little bit longer than I kind of hoped it would, which is kind of not filling me with loads of confidence going into the tier 3 zone, even with the gun fully maxed out. I'm not going to lie, I might go down here. Just going to pop that in case I do end up getting caught, which I might well do. Just got to hope no zombies spawn behind me right now, because I'm literally going to be dead. Just try and get some plates on. So yeah, I forgot the one we fought earlier wasn't a bounty, was it? It was just in the stronghold, so it is going to have more health as a HVT, so we're going to just take that with a little grain of salt. See what reward we do get. We managed to get the Shatter Blast ammo. I actually need that, I'm not going to lie. And then we will use the Elemental Pop as well. Why not? We'll go ahead and chuck that on. So now our plan of action, like I said, is to try and get enough cash to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch it. If we can, brilliant. If not, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to cry too much. But hopefully we can do it in this game, and then, of course, take it into that tier 3 and just see how we get on. Okay, so for the first time, we are entering the tier 3 zone with this gun. And there's a Mega Abomination right in front of us. And to be honest, I need to pack this gun before I even try and fight that thing. Otherwise, I'm going to get absolutely annihilated real quick. So I really need to get to this Pack-a-Punch station and just see if we can get it done real quick. That'd be ideal. Want to try and get upstairs, get this thing Pack-a-Punched, and hopefully don't encounter too many zombies before we at least manage to Pack-a-Punch this up to tier 3, because it's going to need to be tier 3 to be in the tier 3 zone. I did also upgrade it to the rare ability, or to the rare rating anyway, so we can see how this gets on. We have also got the Mega Abomination here. So it seems to be doing a decent amount of damage so far. Let's see if we can melt the Mega Abomination. We do manage to get one of the heads gone, which is great. Not a bad start at all. I do need to just watch my surroundings a little bit, just in case any of them decide they want to, you know, come up behind me, which wouldn't be ideal. And they've started. Okay. Now it's going to get techie. It's going to get a little bit techie. I need to just, you know, watch myself here. Let me try and get my teammate up real quick. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Okay, at tier 3, this gun doesn't really do much damage. Was kind of hoping it was going to be a bit better at tier 3 zone. Oh, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down. This is getting too techie for my liking. This is getting way too techie for my liking. I'm going to end up going down here. I can already tell. Is my teammate right? Oh, no. We've gone down. My teammate's managed to get up, but I've gone down. Is my teammate even playing? I don't think my teammate's even playing. I don't think my teammate's even... Oh, he is playing. It's okay. He might be able to... Oh, he's gone down as well. Where's my other teammate? My other teammate's miles away. Oh, no. This is not gone to plan. It has not gone to plan as of yet. So if I end up dying here, what I'm going to do is just load into another game at tier 3 Pack-a-Punch and also bring in a legendary Aether tool as well, so we can just max upgrade this thing and see what it actually manages to do in the tier 3 zone as well. Hopefully these guys next to us might be able to save us because we are down, but there's another team here. So hopefully these guys can come in, clutch up, and help me take down my first ever Mega Abomination. So it looks like our boy might be coming to actually save the day here. Can he pull off the res? Is he going to stick the res? He is going to stick the res. Would he get it off or not? I don't know. He's not quite going to get it off, so he's going to take him down. So he's going to carry on trying to res me, which is great. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted here in this situation. Go and res our teammate. I'm actually going to go up and try and get away from some of these zombies real quick, and maybe even regroup with this other team if they're still around in the same location, which... they sort of are, but they're sort of not at the same time. So I kind of need to play this a bit smart. If I can team up with a team of 3 and my team, that would be great because it's going to make this a little bit easier for us. So I think what the plan's going to be here is to jump on the bike. I'm going to extract, and then what we're going to do is just try and come back into the next game with a legendary Aether tool and a tier 3 Pack-a-Punch. Also, just thought I'd quickly say, while we're still here, is if you do obviously see, as you shoot the gun, you don't get any extra bullets, so it's still a 2 burst, no matter what Pack-a-Punch the gun is. So you do get the secret little attachment or perk on this gun for Pack-a-Punching it from the very first Pack-a-Punch. You don't have to go and make it tier 3 to get any extra bonuses. It's just that tier 1 Pack-a-Punch, you are going to be able to get 2 bursts out of this, which is going to make the gun a little bit more powerful, like I said, do a bit more damage, and just make it a little bit more broken. My teammate has really ruined that. Oh, I forgot it rides on water. So it's absolutely melting with the tier 3 Pack-a-Punch in the tier 1 zone. As we expected, that Mangler got absolutely destroyed. 1 shot or 2 shot even. Very, very easy to take things out in tier 1. So if you're just grinding camos and wanting to use this gun for a bit of fun in like the tier 2 and tier 1 zone, you're going to absolutely melt anyone that you come up across. There you go. 1 shot to the Mangler's head. Just absolutely melted him. Didn't even have a chance to kill me. But yeah, I'm now going to extract, get into a second game, and like I said, we're going to upgrade it all the way to the top, and then we're going to straight up tier 3 Pack-a-Punch it, legendary Aether tool, and just take it into the tier 3 zone and see if we can kill our first ever Mega Abomination. Okay, so we've learned into another game, and as you can see, I didn't actually have everything necessary. I only had an epic rarity tool and a Pack-a-Punch 2 crystal, so it's not quite going to be tier 3 and legendary, but you know what? I'm still thinking I'm going to head straight into the tier 3 zone and see if we can get it done, or I might just complete some contracts real quick, get 15k, and then go and Pack-a-Punch it and try it out from there. So I'm just messing about trying to get some cash just to actually tier 3 Pack-a-Punch this thing, because I do want to tier 3 it because it's going to make the Mega Abomination fight a little bit easier. And it'll be the first time I've ever killed one, so I want to try and make it as easy as I possibly can. And as you can see, now that it just the extra rarity is going to actually increase the damage as well, so it does make it better in tier 2 zone. So hopefully if we tier 3 Pack-a-Punch this and take it out, and you know, take out a mimic, it's not a mimic with it, a Mega Abomination, it should make the fight a little bit easier towards the end. So hopefully we can actually manage to do this, and we are absolutely melting the Disciple and just everything in the tier 2 zone. So hopefully my teammate might back me into tier 3 as well, which would be great, because if they do, it's gonna help with the Mega Abomination fight, as well as just be able to show how good this gun is in tier 3 without going down as much. Okay, so we're even 2-shot in tier 3 zombies right now, which, considering it's not even tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, is very, very good. I'm not going to lie. It's very promising. So what I want to try and do is get to the Pack-a-Punch there and also buy Jug at the same time, which is why I've got a little bit extra cash than what I actually need to tier 3 it, because having Jug in the tier 3 zone is going to be pretty crucial. I'm not going to lie. I definitely needed it in the last game and didn't have it. So it could have made it a little bit easier in the last game and probably could have prevented me going down a little bit. The only other thing I could really do with is maybe having a tier 3 plate as well, simply because I'm going to have more armor and it'll make the gunfight a little bit easier. But we'll do with what we've got. We will go in. I will try and Pack-a-Punch this. And then, like I said, grab the Juggernaut as well. The only thing that's worrying me is trying to grab Juggernaut out of this, obviously, Pack-a-Punch machine where... Not Pack-a-Punch machine, but perk machine, where I've never used it before. So I don't actually know where Jug is on this thing, but we have just melted that Disciple very, very quickly. I'll stick Shatter Blast on it because why not? I don't really know what helps with the Mega Abominations, but, you know, that's going to go on. We'll see if it makes any difference or not. So let's now see if I can manage to sneak round, grab Jug out of here without going down, because if I can, that would be great. Where is Jug on here? Juggernaut is the first one. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Then there's a Pack-a-Punch machine right next to me. So if I can find the Pack-a-Punch machine, which I believe is probably outside. I don't know where it is. I actually don't know where it is. Speed Cola also actually might be a bit of a W for this, because I forget how fast the tier 3 zombies are. They actually are rapid. Right, so there's the machine. We have now got ourselves a tier 3 Pack-a-Punch gun. We've also got Juggernaut. I'm going to try and buy Speed Cola real quick if I can. Where is Speed Cola? I already have Speed Cola. That's not too bad then. Stamina up's what I want. We'll also take... We'll take PhD Flopper as well. We'll get ourselves some perks because it's probably not the worst idea. And now it's to find a Mega Abomination and try and take it out. So let me find one and we'll see if we can do the damage. Okay, so I know there's normally a Mega Abomination that does spawn around this bridge. So I'm hoping as we get to this bridge, one is going to spawn in. We can play sort of the same strategy as last time where we sort of sat up top, tried to take it out from a height, and I'm really... Okay, so there is a Mega Abomination there from the looks of it. I think I can just see the back end of it, and I'm hoping that is the case, which it is the case. So the plan of action here is to actually try and get up top, take the Zippy up. If I can get up there without even going down, that is. It's not letting me ascend. There we go. Perfect. So now we're up. We've got a good amount of ammo. We're in a good spot, and the Mega Abomination is right there. Let's see if we can actually do some damage to this thing and get it taken out of the game. So as we can see, its eye is opening up. I kind of need it to look at me, though, because that's where I'm going to get the most damage for it. So there we go. His eye is opening. We can keep shooting at that critical point. We managed to take one head off already. Perfect. He's not even moved or looked at us yet. So he's now starting to look at us. He's now seen where we are, I believe. So let's see if he's going to try and fire electric at me. And if that's going to be the case. I actually need to be careful because these zombies are throwing meat at me. And they are doing some damage. I'm not going to lie to you guys. They are actually doing a bit of damage. So let's see if we can just sit in this little hole and take the Mega Abomination out. I know it's a really ratty way of doing it, but as I mentioned, I've never taken out a Mega Abomination before. I've never done it, and I know it's not like the hardest thing to do in zombies, but I'm solo. I've never done it before, so just trying to strat it in any way possible is actually a W for me, and if I can take it out in any way possible, I will be happy with that. So there we can see it's doing a lot of damage. It's doing way more damage than the last time we were here trying to take this thing out. So I think it's only got one head left by the looks of it, and I don't want to go too crazy because, of course, we want to try and actually kill the Mega Abomination. If I just keep strafing left and right, hopefully them zombies can't take me out with their meat that they're throwing at me. You know, I've never been a big fan of having meat thrown at me anyway, and having it from a zombie, yeah, it's not really my cup of tea, but let's see if he just keeps opening his mouth. His health is so low now. His health is getting so low. I don't even know what Mega Abominations drop. Like I said, I've never killed one, so I don't really know what to expect when I do manage to take him out of the game. But we've got quite a bit of ammo left, which is great, because with the SMG I tried to do it with last time, we didn't really come in with a lot of ammo, so it kind of let us down a little bit. Let me try and just take this zombie, because he's actually doing my head in, just shooting me from there. I need him to keep that mouth open. Come on, buddy, keep opening that mouth for me. Let me try and take out some of the other zombies as well. Okay, so it's not really doing much damage from that far away. But let's see if we can take out the Mega Abomination. He's got such little health left. Just open that mouth one more time and I reckon we've got him. There we go. Mega Abomination for the first ever time in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Zombies for me. I've taken out a Mega Abomination. I want to quickly see what he drops, if it's anything important. So it's going to be a large backpack, which is W. and then I've accidentally just equipped that without stowing it, which is a bit annoying because I didn't mean to do that. But there we go, my first ever Mega Abomination zombie taken out with the longbow sniper rifle in zombies, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, a lot of fun with this gun. I really have enjoyed using it. I'm not going to lie. I think it's been a super fun gun to use. It's really been enjoyable. I like how it plays. It's got a good damage to it. It's fast. It's got that fast rechambering speed. And honestly, I think if you guys haven't tried it out already, you guys will really enjoy it. So I recommend trying it out if you guys haven't already. But hopefully you have enjoyed today's video. That is where I'm going to leave this one. If you have, be sure to leave a like on the video because it helps me out more than you can imagine. If you want to see more videos like this from me, let me know in the comments because I'll be more than happy to keep doing them. Because as I said, I am really enjoying making these sort of videos. So if you guys do want to see more of these from me, do let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to do more. But yeah, like I said, be sure to like the video, leave a comment if you want to see this anymore, and also subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss when I do any more. But I appreciate you guys watching then. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.